we're going to talk about should you be investing into cryptocurrencies? And stick around because we're going to talk about whether or not we chose to. Coming up.
Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Talent.
Hey, I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com.
This video is being brought to you by Legal & General America. Legal & General America is the leader in low-cost term life insurance.
For nearly 70 years, Legal & General America has been providing financial protection to over 1.3 million families and businesses.
LGA makes understanding and applying for life insurance easy.
You can get a free quote by simply going to hisandhermoney.com/LGA. Before we jump into this video, we want to make sure that we put a disclaimer out there. This is not financial advice. We advise you to do your own research and make sure that you consult financial advice from an advisor, somebody that's certified. We are not. This is simply our own personal opinion, and we're telling you what we're doing, not what you should be doing. Okay, let's jump into the video.
So cryptocurrencies are all the rage. You cannot get away from the conversation.
Everybody's talking about it.
Everybody is discussing this topic, and a lot of people are trying to figure out, is this something I should do or is this something that I should avoid?
Yeah.
And so we want to kind of talk about that because while only 14% or so of Americans actually invest in the cryptocurrencies, a recent survey went out and showed that 63% of Americans are quote unquote crypto curious, and they want to know and they're trying to figure out, should I jump in? And so we want to give you some things to think about to help you if you find yourself in that category of curious about whether or not this is an investment that you should partake in.
Now, some of you may not even know what cryptocurrency is and what it means and what it all entails. Pause this video. We have a special episode that we personally did on the His and Her Money show with a guest, and the title is How to Invest in Bitcoin for Beginners. We will include the links in the description box below as well as here on the screen.
So if you've been doing your research and you are kind of on the edge of doing it or not doing it, there's some things that you should know. For beginners, cryptocurrencies are high risk investments.
Very much so.
They are extremely volatile, which means that they swing up in value and they also swing down in value at very high rates.
Now, the term that investors use is it is speculative.
Yeah.
And it's just like any other type currency. It's only worth if somebody's willing to give you more than what it's basically worth. So it's not even really a realized value or a gain per se. And that's why it's very, very speculative. Now, we want to also make sure that we say this thing, you guys. Guess what we did? We actually researched for over a year before we finally made our decision whether or not we were going to do it or not. Ty and Talent, we became students of this whole thing called cryptocurrency. And let me tell you guys, we literally binged one particular weekend, like probably 5 hours worth of content, just binging it like right after the other.
Yeah.
So we want to first tell you guys, make sure that you all do your research. If you simply hit this video, then hey, you did the right thing because that means that you want to learn more and find out more information. So continue to learn more about this before you make the decision whether or not you want to invest.
Because of the high risk and volatile state of cryptocurrencies values going up and down, you need to know that these are much riskier investments than the typical stock market or say even real estate. Because in those situations, the value can be determined by factors that you can calculate and things and predictions can be made. Whereas with cryptocurrencies, as Ty said, it's really speculative and based on people pursuing it or people pulling out of it.
Yep.
That's how the value goes up and down. So you need to know that this type of investment is much riskier than a typical stock investment or a typical real estate investment for sure.
For starters, we always say this, you never want to invest anyway if you don't personally have the money that you're willing to lose. So please don't be cashing out your 401ks or pulling a home equity line of credit out of your home or pulling cash off of a credit card. Like, there are legit people that are really doing that right now. For us personally, that's just too risky. We only invest money that we're willing to lose.
So let's give some practical examples as to what we mean by this volatility and the fact that this is a high risk investment. Probably the two most well-known cryptocurrencies out there are Bitcoin and Ethereum. Well, believe it or not, there was a period where Bitcoin lost 80% of its value. Just boom, gone, just like that. And there's another example with Ethereum that over a 1-year period, it lost 85% of its value. That's what we mean by how volatile this type of investing is, which is why we said you don't want to put money in here that you're not willing to lose.
One thing that we want to make sure that you do have is that of life insurance. We want to thank again this video sponsor, Legal & General America. If you do not have your personal term life insurance policy in place to protect your family, what are you waiting for? Go to hisorhermoney.com/LGA. The links will also be in the description box below. You can get a totally free quote, you guys. There is no obligation, no pressure whatsoever. You simply make the decision. You can do it right online by going to hisorhermoney.com/LGA. You can also do the entire application process online as well too, which is very convenient nowadays if you so choose. But if you're walking around underinsured or you don't have insurance or not even enough insurance, we want to make sure that you have your policy in place. Get a totally free quote to be informed today. Again, go to hisorhermoney.com/LGA.
There are a couple of questions that you need to ask yourself and answer prior to you making the decision as to whether or not you should invest into cryptocurrencies.
Number one, do I even understand what I am investing in? Remember, you guys, Talon and Ty became students for an entire year. Now, we're not telling you to do this for an entire year. We were trying to make sure that amongst our busy schedule and things like that, that we were doing our due diligence and understanding, should we decide, and we're going to tell you if we decided to invest or not, into cryptocurrency. There are so many people that are talking about it, and a lot of times there's FOMO, fear of missing out. Some people are like, hey, I want to get in it just because everybody else is getting in it and it seems like it's going to be hot. Like, no, you don't want to make decisions based off of what everybody else is doing, because their comfort level of risk may not be your comfort level of risk. So make sure that you understand what you're doing, what you're investing in before you actually invest.
The second question that you want to ask and answer is, am I okay with the level of risk? This is a question that you should ask yourself regardless of the investment type, because every form of investment has a level of risk built into it. That's the only way to get into the game and build wealth. And so you have to take a good hard look at how much risk is involved and answer that question. After knowing how much risk is involved and how volatile this particular investment type is, am I okay with that? And if your answer is yes or no, that should help guide your final decision on the matter.
So let's recap. Here are a few simple tips that you want to make sure you consider before making the decision to invest. Number one, make sure you do not invest all of your life savings. Again, what do we mean by that? There are people that are literally making the decision to do all of their investing, literally all of their investing, into this one style of investing, which is cryptocurrency. We don't even recommend that you do all of your investing into any one particular investment. We believe in diversification. Please consider this before investing.
All right, so in addition to that is, we would say, think about only using income that is disposable. You don't want to risk important dollars that you have earmarked for important decisions, whether they are present tense or future tense. If you are going to jump into this ocean, we would suggest, it's just a suggestion, that you use dollars that are disposable. Now, here's a tip that's going to hit you hard, like his and her money only can. If you are currently living paycheck to paycheck, or if you are barely making ends meet, cryptocurrency may not be the investment for you. We would highly suggest that you focus on getting the principles of money management under control first. That's budgeting your money, stewarding it well, making sure that you are creating margin between your expenses and your income, clearing debt, things of that nature have a much higher priority in your financial plan than investing in cryptocurrency. So make sure you have your eye on your finances and you have a rhythm with the management side of personal finance before jumping or considering getting into cryptocurrencies.
Now everybody wants to know, is his or her money investing in cryptocurrency? After our entire year of full research, you guys, we personally made the decision to invest. Now again, we're not cashing our entire life savings.
We're following what we just
told
you.
We're literally following all of the tips that we just shared in this particular video. We are willing to put money into this area that we are okay with losing.
So we want to hear from you. Have you been considering the jump, or have you already made the leap into investing in cryptocurrencies? And if you're still on the fence, have you been researching? Have any of these tips that we shared resonated? We want to hear from you in the comments. Remember, His and Her Money is a community of people working hard to take dominion over their money and their life. And it's important for us to all voice where we're at in the journey and what we've learned along the way.
And I also want to mention, you guys, thank you all so much for the people that reach out to us in regards to, we have people that sometimes impersonate us in the comment section. So we will never ask you for money in the comment section. We will never put a WhatsApp or anything number like that in a comment section. So if you guys see that and it's our photo, just know that it is not us. Please report it by clicking those 3 little dots next to the comment and reporting them. Okay, now don't report us now. Okay, we might leave a comment like, thanks for watching. That's not spam. You'll clearly know if it's spam, especially if they have like funny numbers and stuff like that. Or just simply notify us as well too. We just want to make sure that you guys are protected and that you're not giving your money out to somebody out there that is pretending to be us and it's not us, okay? So we hope that you enjoyed this video. Share this video, give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with any and all new videos that come out.
That's all we got for this time, guys. It's been great. Until next time, peace.
Bye, y'all.